Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss about the sources of microorganisms in water. And today I am referring this applied microbiology author Dr. Balkrishna M. Sandhikar, and the publication it is Himalaya Publication House. And we start, that is the discussion about this sources of microorganisms in water. There are different sources which are adding the microorganisms in water as soil, atmosphere, sewage, dead and decaying organic matter, human and animal activities. These are responsible to add the microorganisms in the water. These various types of the organisms are added. We have to discuss the different sources. First one, the soil. The soil, it is the go down of microorganism, and this is the large reservoir of these microorganisms. All types of microorganisms are present in the soil, and this soil adding these organisms in the water as bacteria, fungi, viruses. These are added from the soil. When this atmospheric water reaches to the soil, then the microorganisms from the soil get added into it, and this is the major source of microorganisms. Next, that is the atmosphere. This atmosphere, though not have any nutrient, this acts as a transient habitat for the microorganism. It transfers the organisms from one place to another, and the organisms which are added from air, these are the spores of bacteria, molds, get added into the water. Next one, source, that is the sewage. The sewage, this is the wastewater or used water by the communities, industries, hospitals. Depending upon the source of the sewage, it includes the microorganisms. The industries, the sewage from the industries, this includes the microorganisms which are used in the industries. The microorganisms from the hospital sewage, these may add the pathogenic microorganisms in the water. If the sewage, if it is from the communities, then this add the microorganisms from the skin, the fecal matter, these get added in the water. These organic and inorganic compounds, these added in the water, and these are the saprophytes or the pathogenic microorganisms. In our various places, the water pipelines from the municipality, these are crossing the drainage lines. When these pipes passing through these drainage pipes, some consumers or the people using the motor for pulling the water, and this pulling of the water by this motor, this creates the negative pressure, and therefore due to this negative pressure, the drainage water get added into the municipality pipelines, and this adds the various pathogenic microorganisms into the water through the pipelines. Therefore, one care must be taken that these water pipelines must be present at a safe distance from the sewage disposal area or this drainage system, and this is avoiding the different addition of this microorganism. Next source of this microorganisms adding into the water, this is the decaying organic matter. These dead plants and animals, these are adding this decaying organic matter into the water, and on this material the various saprophytic bacteria, molds and yeast, actinomycetes, protozoa, these are present, and these finally added into the surface water. Therefore, this dumping of these organic wastes near the surface water bodies, it is strictly avoided. Next factor, that is the human and animal activities. This human and animal, these are responsible for the addition of microorganisms in water. The various activities are there as swimming, washing of the clothes, then washing of these domestic animals, it is used, and these activities add the various types of the microorganisms in water. These may add the pathogens from intestine and skin surfaces, this adding the various microorganisms and acting as a source of infection. The groundwater, it is relatively less frequently contaminated. Therefore, the care must be taken that the water must be free from any type of the microorganism added from any type of this source. Now, we discuss about this significance of microorganisms in water. These microorganisms play a dual role, that is significant as well as harmful. These various types of the pathogens are present in the water, and these are causing infections or diseases to human beings, plants and animals. Some organisms produce toxic products in the water, and some of the roles of these microorganisms is discussed as in the follows. First one, decomposition of this organic matter. This is a significant role. These microorganisms degrade the organic matter which is present in the water, and this degradation of the organic matter, this reduces the BOD. What is BOD? That is the oxygen demanded by the microorganisms to degrade the organic matter, and therefore this is beneficial, that is reduction of the BOD. If organic matter, if it is present in the water, then the microorganisms which are present in the water, these degrade this organic matter, and for this they require the oxygen. Then these minerals which are produced by these microorganisms, these are utilized by the plants and autotrophic microorganisms. This oil leakage from the boats, it occurs in some instances in the ocean or other water source, and these oil spills, it is the major problem, and due to the spreading of this oil on this water, these microorganisms or the animals or the bigger organisms which are present in the water, they are not getting the oxygen and their life get in danger, and these oil spills are degraded by the various lipolytic bacteria and fungi. Therefore the oil, it is degraded and the aquatic life, it gets safe. Next one, photosynthesis. These algae and photosynthetic bacteria, these are the primary producers, and these use the sunlight and chlorophyll, and by using the atmospheric CO2, these produce the carbohydrates. These carbohydrates act as a energy source, and these photosynthesis release the oxygen into the atmosphere, and in this way the oxygen level, it is maintained. Next one, that is the nitrogen fixation. The nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere, it is inert one. But there are some organisms which are there. These have the ability to fix the nitrogen. And these algae bacteria, these utilize atmospheric nitrogen for their growth and also provide the fixed nitrogen to other organisms. Next, the biochemical activities of chemoautotrophs. What are chemoautotrophs? These are the organisms which use CO2 as a carbon source and inorganic compounds as an energy source. These cause various biochemical reactions, and these are significant one. The sulfur oxidizing bacteria oxidize the reduced sulfur and produce sulfate. And this sulfate, it is useful for the different microorganisms. The nitrifying bacteria are there. These nitrifying bacteria oxidize ammonia to nitrite and then to nitrate, and this is the nitrification process. Then some microorganisms are there which are playing a vital role in the purification of the water, and they prefer the processes as precipitation, biosorption, bioremediation this is the useful role of the microorganisms. One more significant role of these microorganisms, it is the denitrification. This nitrifying bacteria oxidize the ammonia and ammonium compounds and convert to nitrate, and the nitrate which is produced, it is easily utilizable form of the nitrogen. But one problem it is that when there is increase in the level of this nitrate, then it is also very dangerous, and this causes the nitrate pollution. One group it is there, that is the denitrifiers are there and having the role to cause the denitrification. This denitrification, it is also significant process, and this decreases the nitrate pollution, and this fixed nitrogen form, that is the nitrate, it is converted into the atmospheric nitrogen, and this maintains the level of the nitrogen in the atmosphere. But one drawback it is that the conversion of nitrate to nitrogen, this causes the loss of nitrogen minerals to the atmosphere, and this is agricultural point of view, it is the adverse role or this harmful role of this bacteria. Thank you for your listening.